of science is like a tangled vine of different influences and starting points. And the Daft Punk concert was one seed which grew a particular kind of vine. And that's part of the story.
I think the first jams probably happened about 6 months after that concert. And we kind of just had a bunch of keyboards and some drums, and we wanted to make dance music basically. And that's all we knew that we wanted to do. And so we kind of did it, and it was fun, and people actually came to shows. As like bands that were in before that, people never came to our shows.
And like the radio presenters were like, go and record that. Record a demo. Give it to me and I'll play it.
Yeah, so it really took off way more than we ever expected. It's been really cool.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Those first few shows I remember were just absolutely awesome because people came into the rooms and we were like, whoa, like people actually like this sort of stuff. We're playing all this completely new stuff like to us. Like we'd never heard this sort of thing and we never had like dreamed about writing it. We were just like making up all these sounds from the different keyboard presets and putting them through guitar amps. And it was like, whoa, this is so much fun. And yeah, it was great. It's kind of like playing over here because a lot of people haven't heard us yet, so yeah, you get that new kind of reaction. It's great.
Yeah, it didn't feel fast for us because we kind of all played in bands since we were in high school, and so we've actually been playing together for a long time. So it didn't really feel like a quick rise to us. It actually felt like, you know, our entire lives since high school kind of thing. So I see how it seems fast. We kind of, in Australia at least, we started playing like a lot of gigs like straight away basically at the same time. It's real very.
In the beginning!
We were in another band. I was in another band at the time, and they wanted to call that band Versus Mates. And I was kind of like, no, that's not. And I kind of told,
Oh, but you didn't.
no, it was not the.
Yeah, they didn't want. They was, yeah, they definitely didn't want.
Yeah, for sure. And then, but since having that name, we I don't know, everything we do is currently been sort of described by that.
It's the weirdest thing ever. It's like the name has shaped who we are as a band. And we started just playing stuff for the name, which is like, whoa, we have this kind of inclination to this slightly like pseudo-intellectual shit.
And we were never told!
It's amazing.
Yeah, cool.
Like I know, like 10 years ago in Australia, there was basically 2 major festivals, and now I think there must be like 12 or 13 massive festivals that happen in Australia every year.
Crazy.
That's amazing.
Like, I think one of the big outcomes of the whole free music stuff is basically you can download music for free. Is that I think people value live music a lot more now. There's a lot more punters wanting to actually see the artist connect with them, like in a way that they have to pay for something you really want to do. So festivals, there's so many more like people who make those festival audiences. It's such an amazing thing, like such a big crowd as well.
Well, I guess we made a joke the other day that basically our like budgets and ideas like double every time we do a clip. So the first clip we did was super cheap, super simple, and then as it's gone on, we've got grander and crazier ideas. So we're packing more and more.
Videos are a function of time to square, and I think it's the equation to sum that up.
Yeah, it's an exponential. Yeah, it's great. Well, finishing this US tour is hard.
Yeah.
Returning to Australia to tour, we're doing a regional tour, which is like all non-capital cities basically, because regional peoples don't really get enough live music, so we're kind of going everywhere. And then we're actually coming back to the States again in October, I think, for CMJ in New York City, and maybe some other shows, maybe Mexico.
Magic!
we played at our old school about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
Like we sort of played at lunchtime in the old like school hall. And the kids went nuts. They were like moshing and there was death circles and people shouldering each other and stuff.
I gotta say though, the craziest one though, in terms of the story, is that we did the same thing at a different high school for the like this competition called Unearthed High. We went Unearthed. They did this high school version, Unearthed High School, and we played at the final. The people who won, we played at their high school, and the kids were playing in the gymnasium. The kids were jumping up so much that they like made this dent in the floor of the basketball court. There was like this big crater. It's like there was like a atomic or like a meteor crash or something like that. It made this crater and they had to cut it out. They couldn't use the grounds for like 6 months or something.
I think it's really cool because I think it's like Dan said before, it's increasing a focus on live music as opposed to recorded music. And I mean, I think it's amazing that you can get whatever recorded music you want, like at the tip of your fingers on the internet. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, it's like a library. It's like a, you know, everyone is just getting so savvy about music.
And you can hear so much stuff that you otherwise never have heard and stuff. I think that's really cool.
There's like programs coming out on the iPhone, like where you can make like these sort of auto-tuned certain R&B songs and things like that. And I guess it brings people closer to the creative process. And I think it kind of brings respect for activity. Like we've seen a lot of awesome bands come out lately. You know.
Yeah, I mean, it's any other way of getting closer to your band.
It's fun to do little updates and say, hey, we're here and we're having a good time.
I just watch. Sorry, get out of here, get out. Help me, help me. Sorry. Sorry.
This eagle. Eagle has like, didn't tell me he had an eagle in his apartment.
Chicago, cool.
Loves the bald eagle. He actually has one as a pet.
Nice.
Many. Anyway, so what was the question?
The social media stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's really cool. But I mean, Facebook, for example, is an old, well, it's almost old-fashioned now, but like that's been a great way, an indispensable way of keeping contact with your fans and updating them on stuff, and, you know, giving them like extra content and everything. It's really cool. Crazy.
We actually have a song called Parlez-vous Français, and we have been discussing whether we can like maybe change the lyrics of the song and say like habla español, sí, you know, something else.
And then there's some.
I don't know. You need to
work in it.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. I'm gonna say the French and Spanish. I think that's a good idea.
Is that possible? Like, do you think Mexican crowds would like that?
I guess they will. Like.